Most people walk past it in the supermarket without a second glance. A small, unassuming package, usually tucked away in the corner of the meat section. But inside is one of the most underrated nutrient-packed foods you'll ever find. I'm talking about the chicken gizzard, a cut of meat that, for centuries, has been treasured in kitchens around the world and ignored by so many others. It's not glamorous, it's not delicate. In fact, it's tough, it's chewy, and for the untrained cook, it can be downright unpleasant. But if you know its secret, if you give it the time and respect it deserves, this humble little muscle transforms into something extraordinary. The gizzard is no ordinary piece of meat. It's a small, powerful part of a chicken's digestive system. Nature's own grinder. Since chickens don't have teeth, they rely on this muscle to crush and break down food, often with the help of tiny stones they swallow. Think about that for a second. This little muscle works all day, every day, with incredible strength. And that's exactly why, when we cook it, we're rewarded with such a dense, protein-rich piece of meat. Across the globe, gizzards have earned their place at the table. In Brazil, they're marinated, skewered, and grilled until smoky and tender, served straight from the churrasco fire. In the American South, they're boiled, breaded, and fried until golden and crispy, perfect for dipping in hot sauce. In Asia, they're slow-braised in soy, ginger, and garlic, soaking up flavors until every bite bursts with savory richness. Nutritionally, they're nothing short of a powerhouse. Imagine a food that gives you 30 grams of high-quality protein in just 155 calories. Add to that only 3 grams of fat, plus a serious boost of iron to fight fatigue, zinc to strengthen your immune system, vitamin B12 to keep your nerves and blood healthy, and selenium to protect your cells from damage. All of that, in something most people overlook as scraps. And here's the kicker. Chicken gizzards aren't just healthy, they're affordable. In a world where lean protein can cost a fortune, these little treasures give you premium nutrition for a fraction of the price. You could feed a family with gizzards for what it costs to buy one steak. But of course, there's a reason they've lost their place in many kitchens. Gizzards are high in cholesterol, which means moderation matters, especially for people watching their heart health. They also contain purines, which can be a problem for those prone to gout. And yes, if you rush them, you'll end up with something so tough you could bounce it off the wall. That's why patience is the magic ingredient. Here's the secret. Before you fry, grill, or stew them, you need to slow simmer them. Clean them well, trimming away any extra fat or membrane. Then let them cook gently in salted water or broth for 45 minutes to an hour. This slow heat works through the dense muscle fibers, turning them from rubbery to tender. After that, they're a blank canvas, ready to take on any flavor you throw at them. Imagine pulling them from the pot and tossing them straight into a sizzling pan with garlic, butter, and fresh parsley, finishing with a squeeze of lemon. Or dredging them in seasoned flour and deep frying until the crust shatters between your teeth. Picture skewers of gizzards, marinated in herbs and olive oil, laid across hot charcoal, the smoke wrapping around each piece until they're kissed with flavor. Or maybe you're the slow-cook type, letting them stew for hours with potatoes, carrots, onions, and a rich tomato broth, until the meat is so soft it almost melts in your mouth. This is the beauty of the chicken gizzard. It adapts. It's at home, in street food and in Sunday family dinners, in quick stir-fries, and in recipes that simmer all afternoon. It's the kind of food that connects cultures, because it tells the same story everywhere. The story of taking something humble and turning it into something extraordinary. So the next time you pass by that little package in the corner of the meat section, don't just keep walking. Pick it up, take it home, give it time, give it flavor, and let it surprise you. Because sometimes, the best things in food, and in life, aren't the ones that look fancy on the outside. They're the ones with a story, a little grit, and a whole lot of goodness waiting inside.